Hi guys, I hope you're having a great start to your week. It's Monday morning here in China, so that means a brand new week is ahead of us. And today I really wanted to talk to you about a couple of reasons why I think that PalFish cares more for its teachers than other platforms. So, of course, we know, all of us have experienced workplace and workplace culture, but not a lot of us have experienced online workplace culture. This is my first time to experience online workplace culture, and for me, PalFish has made that a really unique experience. So the first reason that I think PalFish cares more for its teachers than other platforms and than other online communities is that PalFish has actually introduced, starting in September 2018, the PalFish mentoring system. And right now that consists of me and a couple of other teachers who are there to help you get started in your PalFish process. So these mentors are not actually just for the new teachers, but the first part about the mentoring system that I like is that new teachers enter a group on PalFish. And I think this is really unique compared to the other communities of online English teaching because a lot of them don't have direct ways of communication on the platform itself. So in this direct group that you will enter as soon as you're accepted as a PalFish teacher, you will have a person there who has had a lot of experience on the platform and who has good communication with the administration above, who can help you out and who can tutor you, who can give you ideas about classes, maybe who you can vent to. And in that same community, you're going to be there in that group with the other new teachers. So this is a really unique opportunity and unique experience that I don't believe that other online English platforms utilize, because maybe they don't have direct ways to communicate with teachers like PalFish does. This is a great part about messaging. In this way, PalFish acts as a social media platform for teachers and lets them communicate with each other, lets them have their mentor. So another thing that mentors are doing, of course, is to make lives and to make videos about their experiences on PalFish and what actually is the PalFish standard. So here we're trying to set a goal for teachers to, have some ideas, have some guidelines, have some basic things in their class that they can know that this is what PalFish is expecting of them. Because right now there's not a lot of that. So the mentors are trying to create this teacher culture to let you know. Of course, you have the leeway in your classroom as long as you're within the guidelines and the rules of PalFish. You have the leeway to conduct your classes and to show your teaching experience and your teaching methods however you want. But again, I think the mentor system is a really different thing because it lets you have somebody who's already there for you. These people are there just for you. Of course, we know as PalFish teachers, we have a lot of responsibility, and also PalFish administration and the admins who exist in the bigger groups have a lot of other responsibilities besides answering teacher questions. So here I think mentors are essential and very important and a great part of PalFish as it is because they can help you directly and you can ask your questions. You can feel free to ask any questions to your PalFish mentor or you can ask questions to any PalFish mentor, in fact, including me. So if you're already on PalFish and you've got a question, shoot it at me. If I don't know the answer, I will get it for you, okay? So another reason why I think PalFish is better than the other platforms is that PalFish listens. Yeah, maybe it's not totally apparent that PalFish is always in the group, that the admins are always there watching, but they do listen. And there have been lots of times that I've seen somebody's idea go into the main PalFish official group or one of the other, foreign teacher groups. Somebody posted their idea, people talk about that idea, and then PalFish listens. And suddenly the idea becomes a reality. So one thing that's really different here is that you do have the place to communicate with other people and to share your ideas. You know, the main point in PalFish is that we're all trying to work together to make PalFish a great place. So your ideas are heard and they are listened to. And I think another way that that's evident in PalFish itself is from the surveys and the polls that are given to teachers. For example, trying to figure out what the PalFish's name is, and also what the motto of PalFish should be. And a lot of times when there's a change in the official rules, the admins will create a survey to make sure that everybody approves. And I think this is a really great thing. You know, I work here in China, and that's really not a very common thing to see in a Chinese company. So I think that PalFish is great for listening to its teachers. And of course, everybody's concerned about money. So money would be my last thing that I want to talk about inside of what makes PalFish different. So I know that whenever I started out, I did feel a little bit nervous about working for a full month without getting paid, and was a little bit worried about, is PalFish going to pay me? When am I going to receive my, first monthly salary? How's that going to work? So here I think PalFish is really unique in that they're not paying you after the fact. They are literally putting it into your account that exists on the platform. Yeah, that might not be your actual bank account, right? But here they're showing you how much you made right after you made it. Of course, there's the exception of if you have an abnormal lesson and or if you have an absence or something like that, where they maybe don't put that pay in your account. But I think being able to see your account, to be able to see how much you've made, to see which lessons counted for what time, whether that's in official or whether that's in free talk, I think that's really important because it's showing you directly how much you are going to receive at the end of the month. And I know that some of us have had problems with Payoneer. In fact, I didn't totally trust Payoneer in the beginning either. But I really like that they decided to use Payoneer compared to other companies for online payments like this, because I think Payoneer generally is a pretty efficient, a pretty fast way. I mean, I know last month a lot of us got our salaries pretty quickly, and I think that that was really great. Last month too, this month is October. So here I'm talking about September's pay at the beginning of October. Another way that PalFish has shown that they care about their teachers is that in China, there was a week of national holiday during the first week in October, which would have been our normal pay time. So I think they really showed that they cared by taking out our salary, even though everybody wasn't necessarily happy with that, but taking out our salary beforehand and distributing to us and saying, okay, here you have gotten paid for September. And for me, one thing that I really actually liked about that situation is that now in October, my pay that I will receive at the beginning of November will be more. So that's kind of a nice little extra on the end. But here I really think that they did show that they cared about us by doing that ahead of time. If you've worked abroad, maybe sometimes you get paid on time, sometimes you don't. But I feel like PalFish is pretty consistent with that, and that they're really showing that they do care about teachers by, first of all, having the mentors, second of all, listening to teachers in the groups, and third of all, paying us on time. Because even if you're like me and you're really doing this more for the students than for the money, it's still nice to get paid on time, right? Okay, so that's all I've got today with my 3 reasons why I think PalFish as a platform cares for teachers more than the other platforms do. If you have any questions about what I said, if you liked my video, or if you would just like to give me a comment, please feel free to do so below. I'll see you guys in my next video, okay? Bye. Have a great day.